Skidoo 2025 ennakkomyynti nyt vauhdissa. Uudet upeat mallit nähtävissä loukolla 8., 9. ja 10.3. Tervetuloa ennakkokaupoille. Uusi upea Skidoo 2024 mallisto on julkaistu. Tarttu heti tilaisuuteen. Ennakkotilaa 24 Skidoo nyt ja nappaa itsellesi 1 ylimääräinen vuosi takuuta. Älä odota, toimi nyt ja varmista huippu-uutuuslaitteiden saatavuus kevääksi. Ota yhteyttä loukko.com.
Mad Grog Juiced Energy. Helmeileviä makuja, kuten tutuissa virvoitusjuomissa. Maista ja ihastu.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Bruce Gaspardi Jr. here with you in Finland for rounds 3 and 4 of the Super League. I raced this morning and then was taking some pictures of pro qualifying, and now I'm up in the booth for you guys for the rest of the day. We've got Pro Lite round 1 Group A out on the track right now on lap 4 with Tikkanen and Johannesson, the top 2 spots right now. Everyone has taken the Joker lane. So Tikkanen is the 227 is new this weekend. He was not in Boden. Puustinen got a win in Boden a couple last month now. Time flies. We're having fun. And we're coming to the white flag here. 1 lap to go. And we've got a pretty good battle right now for Rissanen in 4th. Well, Johannesson in 3rd, Rissanen in 4th, Tikkanen in 5th. The format we have here is the top 4 go directly to the semifinal. And then the remaining have to run a second round of qualifying to get in the show. So coming to the checkered here. Johannesson's going to take Rissanen for 3rd, Rissanen 4th, Tikkanen 5th, Pearson's all the way back in 6th, and Rio Osula in 7th after the jump start. For those of you new to Super League or European Snowcross, the penalty for jump starting is much more severe than back in the States and Canada. Here you have to go to the back row and then stand with the tether unplugged over your head until the light goes out. So you have a lot more time that you have to make up as opposed to just starting in the back row like we do in the States. So that was a nice ride for Tikkanen, taking the win. The track today is definitely challenging. You know, the snow is very wet, very heavy. Had a lot of rain here the last couple of days. It's taken away a lot of the snow. We still luckily have a fair amount left, but the snow is very heavy, very wet, and the temperature's going to drop tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see what that does to the conditions tomorrow. We do have 3 groomers here this weekend, so I know that they're going to break the track up and rebuild it and till it before we get on there tomorrow. But it will definitely be a different set of conditions. So here's looking at the 4 groups of Pro Lite right now. So we've got Group B lining up with Topi Rinni, the current points leader. We've got David Rasmus on the 106 with that teal and black. That's a sharp looking wrap. Let's see. Rinni there's is closest to us, the 143 on the Ski-Doo. So there's how it breaks down. There's your results from Group A, top 4. Move on to... top 3 moved directly to the semifinals. Jerry Tikkanen, Levi Puustinen, Sixten Johannesson. 4th through 7th, Rissanen, Tikkanen, Pearsons, and Rio Sula all now have to run a second qualifier. So, and from that, they'll pull more riders into the semifinal. So we've got 6 riders on the line right now. We've got Dennis Kangasma, the 440, number 440 on the Ski-Doo, 1 from the outside. You've got Rasmus in the middle with the teal hood. We've got the number 7 on the Loco.com orange and black links. to see who's second, who the blue and silver Ski-Doo is. Can't really get a good look from here. But 15-second board is up. Ooh, looks like David Rasmus is the one that flinched. Yeah, oof, just enough. Just enough. That's a bummer for sure. The once the 15-second board goes up, you can't move a millimeter, or they'll send you to the back row. So there's a perfect view of what I was talking about. The penalty, having to hold the tether in your hand while everyone else leaves. It is definitely a painful one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. 15-second boards back up. Five seconds. All right, and we're off. It looks like Rinne got a good start on the inside. He is going to take the whole shot and lead us over the finish line for the first time. It's going to be the number 7, Emil Hurten, sitting second. Kangasma on the 440 in third. Van Hettelo in fourth. Olsen fifth, and Rasmus back in sixth. Rasmus did just take the super lane to get that out of the way. Why eat everyone's roost when you can go just take the super lane, get some clean air, and try to reel them in and pick them off, and they go take the super lane later in the race. Got a really good battle here for third between Hurten and Vantanello. And I'm going to apologize to all the Finnish guys right now for butchering their names all afternoon. But we've got Rinne still out front, Kangasma in second. Emil Hurten, who is a Pro Lite rookie this year, sitting in third, with Van Helito and Olsen 4 and 5. Third place is the transfer spot if you want to go directly to the semifinal. We're running along on the Evo Hall drone there. Some great footage. You can see the super lane adds probably about 5.5 seconds to your lap. So like right now, Rasmus is 5 seconds behind Olsen and 6 seconds behind Vantanello. So if he can close that gap up a little bit, which he just did, now he's down 3.5 seconds. When those guys go to take the super lane, he should be able to pick them off and move up at least into fourth place. Rinne still out in front. Kangasma now in second place. He is taking super lane though. It's a big, long sweeper with a couple of rollers coming back out onto the track. And now Rasmus looks like just made his way by Kangasma. Slides into fifth place. Rasmus is in a pretty good spot right now. He's closed that gap down to the guys in front of him when they start taking this super lane, which the top 4 have not done yet. They've all got to do it still. There goes Hurten. Rinne just took it. And there's Olsen and Vantanello. So Rasmus should slide at least into the top 3, if not second place, and transfer out of this heat. Yeah, Rasmus up into second, Hurten third, Kangasma slots into fourth. So Rasmus just has to hold on here for one more turn, and he will move on to the semifinal. Oh, Hurten triples on the outside, and then triples the finish. So it's going to be Topi Rinne with the win by about 8 seconds over Thor David Rasmus in second, and Emil Hurten in third. Those are your 3 that are going to move directly into the semifinals. And then Kangasma, Vantanello, and Olsen will have to go to the round 2. So with 4 groups of riders, and you take the top 3 from each group, top 3 from groups A and B, go to semifinal number 1. Top 3 from groups C and D to go to semifinal number 2. And then now here, take a quick look. So now you've got 6 guys sitting in the semifinals. We will take 4 from that round 2 group A to fill the semifinal. So each semifinal will have 10 riders. And from that, the top 5 from each semifinal will make up the 10 rider final at the end of the day. So now we've got Group C starting to line up. We've got Ali Salstrom. Team Southside Polaris is Gustav Vesterlund, Hugo Rinning, Elias Soki from Norway, Yanni Kummelin, Nicholas Vantanello, and Andreas Isaacson on the 54. So those will be your 7 racers for this next group lining up now. So you've got Kummelin all the way on the outside on that red and black Rays Racing. You've got Isaac next to him on the number 54, Aspen wrapped Lynx. You got the 203 of Vantanello, the 153 with the Mohawk. That is Soki from Norway. The blue and orange, number 16 right in the middle there, that is Ollie Salstrom. To his left is the 142 of Hugo Rinnie, and then all the way on the inside is the Southside Polaris of Gustav Vesterlund. "15-second board is up. "5-second, ooh. That looks like Vantanello on the 203. It's going to the back row. I think he was parked in the same spot Thor David Rasmus was last time. Maybe it's just that spot. But Nicholas will go around and line up in the back row. We'll just tether up until the lights go out. So the rules differ. So Finland, this is the rule: tether over your head, unplugged, standing up. Sweden, you can leave the tether plugged in, hands at your side. So everybody's got their own little twist on it over here, it seems. 15-second boards back up. Lights out. Vesterlund with a good start on the inside. Salstrom coming from the middle to drag race. They both triple. Looks like it's going to be Salstrom with the whole shot. Vesterlund sitting in second. Rinnie third. Kummelin fourth. As they come around turns 1 and 2. That backstretch is rough. Those holes are they're deep. The snow is wet and just constantly changing. It's tough to find a rhythm through there. But we've got Salstrom out in front on that bright orange and blue Ski-Doo. Vesterlund sitting P2. Good battle for Rinnie, and Soki has moved into fourth. Top 3 move on directly to the semifinal. Big triple over the finish for Rinnie and Soki. I feel like that outside is faster. We'll see how it plays out for Soki here, but I definitely feel it works better. Even with that single wall, I think you can carry a lot more momentum around these turns 3 and 4 here. If you can stay in the throttle. Let's see how it plays out. Salstrom still leading. Vesterlund second, Rinnie third, Soki fourth. Kummelin and Isaacson have both taken the super lane. And we've got 2.5 laps to go for our leaders. This battle for the transfer spot still tight. We've got about a second separating Rinnie and Soki. Vesterlund has driven Salstrom for the lead. Soki now has moved to that inside line. There's the battle for the lead. Salstrom still holding on. Vesterlund in second. Looks like, yeah, Sahlstrom's taking the super lane. So that'll give Vesterlund some clean air. See if he can stretch out a big enough gap to keep the lead, because he has to take super lane next time around. Nice shot at Gustav and our red, white, and blue players. Sahlstrom now feeling some pressure from Rinne. Rinne has not taken the super lane yet, so he's going to need to do that. Rinne's got about a 5.3 second gap over Kummelin. That's right on the bubble of being able to hold on to that transfer spot. There comes Vesterlund now, taking the super lane. It's going to be tight, coming back onto the track. No, Sahlstrom's going to retake the lead. Vesterlund triples, though, on the outside. And they're going to triples again into the corner. It is going to be a tight one here all the way to the finish. They're side by side. Vesterlund on the outside. Sahlstrom pushes wide. Sahlstrom with the win by 1/10 of a second over Gustav Vesterlund. Kummelin does take third from Rinne and sends Rinne to the round 2. Soki finishes 5th. Here comes Vantanello for 6th after the jump start, and Isaacson coming home in 7th. That was a really good ride for Ollie Sahlstrom. Led 4 of the 5 laps. The only lap he did not lead was the lap he took the super lane, which gave Vesterlund the lead temporarily. It's a great reaction and jump for Vesterlund, but it was Sahlstrom with the whole shot and was able to keep Vesterlund at bay that race. That was a great battle up front. Great finish. So Sahlstrom, Vesterlund, and Kummelin will all move on directly to the semifinal Group B, as you can see on your screen now. Rinne, Soki, Vantanello, and Isaacson are in round 2. Next up is our final group of pro light racing, Group D. We've got Nemo Philander, Felix Anderson, Rico Lamminen, the 101 of Jonte Nilsson. I'm trying to get a good look here at the other two. Oh, Bradley Tatro, Vermont native, on the number 3 there, riding the Team Schrogren Lynx. He had some shines of brightness in Bowdoin a month ago, but ultimately some bad luck kept him out of the finals. We'll see if Finland can treat him a little bit better today and this weekend. He had some fun last weekend in Iceland, racing with those guys. So we've got Nemo Philander all the way on the inside with the blue and white wrap and the custom purple and black CNA Pro skis. Next to him is the 37 of Felix Anderson on the Skidoo. You got Rico Lamminen on the number 11 orange and black Lynx in the middle. There's Tatro on 3, Nilsson on the 101 Rays Racing Skidoo. There's Bradley. Who's the number 10? Number 10, Jesse Laura from Finland on a Skidoo. There's Rico. Anderson in 37, and Nemo Philander all the way on the inside there. Philander's had some shines of brightness in the Pro Open class at the Swedish SMs earlier in the year. Anderson's been on a tear in Pro Light. Oh, Bradley. Oh, he's looking like he didn't do anything, but he knows he did. And that's the same spot as Thor David and who did it last round? Yeah, same spot. Bad mojo there. So Bradley's going to have some making up to do. Gotta say, it's tough to move around those Lynxes without a real rear bumper. I don't know how I feel about that. There's Bradley getting a lesson in Finnish jump start technique. So we've got 5 on the front row right now. Nilsson by himself out wide. And then Laura, Blauma, Anderson, and Philander all the way on the inside. 15-second board is up. 5 seconds. And we're racing. Good jump by Nilsson on the outside, but looks like Anderson's going to close the door. And him and Nemo are going to drag race to the finish. And it's Philander with the hole shot. But Anderson is right there on the outside as they go through turns 1 and 2. Anderson triples. They draw even, and then he has to single. But then he triples out and into turns 3 and 4. Philander still on the inside with the lead. Anderson out wide, tries to square it. Philander's going to lead us around here to complete lap number 1. Anderson right there in tow. Blauhama in 3rd. Laura 4th. Nilsson and Tatro 5 and 6 both have taken the super lane. And now Anderson, rather than eating the roost of Philander, takes the super lane, but now he's going to be eating the roost from Blauhama and Laura, so he might have taken it just a little early because now he's still sitting in traffic. The clean air that Philander has might allow him to get away. I think I would have waited another lap or 2 before I did it if I was sitting in 2nd place. But Blauhama there on the orange links there, sitting P2 right now. On the local.com duels machine. So now 3 through 6 have taken the super lane. Laura still sitting. Oh, Anderson has retaken 3rd place. Nilsson has moved up to 4th. Lauer 5th, and Tatro in 6th. We've got 2 laps to go right now. Our top 2 still need to take the super lane, and here comes Rico on the number 11, taking the super lane. I think he's going to lose at least 3rd place to Anderson now. Which he does. Anderson takes 2nd back. Philander now with a 8.5-second lead over the rest of the field. Pretty comfy place to be right now with 1 lap to go. As long as he takes the super lane, which he does. That long sweeper almost takes you to Sweden, so far out there, and brings you back. He holds on to the lead. Anderson sitting 2nd. Blauhama in 3rd. Nilsson 4th. Tatro has moved into 5th. And Laura is 6th. So here comes Nemo Philander here, coming to the last turn. Comfortable lead, triples out. And takes the Group D finish. Takes the win. Anderson's going to come home in 2nd. And Blauhama will take the 3rd and final transfer spot directly to the semifinal. Nilsson, Tatro, and Laura are going to have to go to the round 2. Nice ride by Philander. Good start from the inside there, and was able to get the job done. It's a nice ride for him. So that will give him 2nd pick in the 2nd semifinal later in the afternoon here. So there you go. Group B semifinal there's your 6 locked in so far. Sahlstrom, Philander, Vesterland, Felix Anderson, Kumlin, and Lauhama. And now you can see your round 2s there. Groups A and B. Top 4 from each of those go to the semifinals. The rest of the guys go home. So here's our 4 groups of racing for Pro Open on deck now. We've got Group A lining up with Emil Hansen, Joel Nordholm, Linus Dahlberg, Roy Ovalaviri, that's a tough one, and Anton Lindstrom. So from this, top 3 go right to the semifinal. The other guys will have to race the round 2. Got Hansen all the way on the inside with that number 61, Jelen Motorsports Skidoo. He had a pretty solid weekend in Bowdoin last month. He went directly to the main in the first night, but then got tangled up in turn 1, but rebounded on the second day of racing to get on the podium. Dahlberg, the number 23 Ski-Doos, had some fast races, some good runs here earlier in the season. He won the Wilderness Cup in Spartanus a month ago, and showed some really good speed in Big Cilium a couple weeks ago. So it'll be interesting to see how he does this weekend. Sliding him back a little bit. Let's see, 15-second board is up. Everybody's away. It looks like Hansen and Dahlberg. Hansen looks like he's going to grab the whole shot. And you've got Dahlberg and Nordholm 2 and 3 right now. Dahlberg on the inside, Hansen on the outside. Still side by side here as we come through the back section of the track. Hansen with a slight advantage over Dahlberg. And he's going to lead the field around complete lap 1. Dahlberg sitting second, Nordholm third. Olvenori fourth, and Lindstrom has taken Super Lane, currently sits back there in 5th. Now we've got Nordholm getting out of Dahlberg's roost. He's going to take Super Lane and come out in 4th position. The outside seems to be the preferred line now as the track is developing and getting rougher. Dahlberg trying to keep Hansen from pulling away from him. Closed the gap by a couple of tenths that lap. But now he's gone back to the inside again, trying to make that work. But it's Hansen out in front right now, Dahlberg in second. Got Nordholm closing in on Onavori for third, but he has not taken the Super Lane yet, so Nordholm will get that spot back here once he chooses to take the Super Lane. Our leader's got 2 laps to go. Hansen taking the Super Lane now. Looks like Dahlberg might go with him. Couldn't tell yet. Dahlberg went with him. Onavori did not take it. So he's currently sitting second right now on that white and red link on the inside. Nordholm slid by Dahlberg to take third away. But the Finn currently sitting in second needs to take the Super Lane this lap. This is his last shot. As we ride behind him, the Evo Hall drone, and he does take the Super Lane. So Nordholm will slide in second, Dahlberg will move into third, and Lindstrom Lindstrom moves into 4th. Now back up with Hansen in the lead here on that Milwaukee Skidoo. As he comes around the last turn and heads to the finish line, it's going to be Hansen, the number 61, picking up the win. Nice ride for him. Nordholm's going to come home second, and Dahlberg in third. So those are the three going right to the semifinals. Lindstrom and Anavori going to have to run round 2 later on. Replay of that whole shot. Good battle early on between Dahlberg and Hansen. Nice to see. Fun fact here, we've got Hansen on the track right now picking up the win. And the two of the groomers, we've got Pieti Puhaka and Mikko Osmo. Pieti, Mikko, and Emil all raced in the USA the same year for us at Team Southside out in the East Coast for the 2016 season, I believe. They all lived in Cheshire, Mass with me, and Emil won the ECS Pro Light Championship, and then Mikko and Pieti both raced Pro Open all winter long for us. Both finished in the top 5 in Pro points, and both made the Pro Open final at the ISOC National in Salamanca that year. So that was a really fun winter with the three of those guys. Here we've got a good look at Robert London on the number 77. Martin Johannesson on the Loco.com, gray and black Skidoo. Christer Vangen on the 411, making his return to racing this year after doing his military service last year. Emil Mikkelsen on the 119. And Linus Ahlberg on the Ljungbergs Motors Lynx, all the way on the outside. So now we've got 5 guys on the line here for Group B of Pro Open. Got London all in the inside, Johannesson, Vangen in the middle, Mikkelsen and Ahlberg all the way outside. 5-second boards up. Good start for Johannesson, it looks like. He's going to take the whole shot. Mikkelsen, though, from the outside, slots into second. London trying to come up from the inside, can't do it. Going to slot into third for the time being. Ooh, but makes a nice move to steal second from Mikkelsen right there. That was slick. Puts London in P2 behind Johannesson. 2 of these guys did a fair amount of battling last weekend in Turkey. Yeah, that's right, Turkey, for the first round of the FIM World Snowcross Championship. So Johannesson leads us around for complete lap 1. London second, Mikkelsen third, Vangen fourth. Ahlberg sitting 5th, but he did take the super lane already. Field is really tight right now, just a couple seconds separating first through fourth. You got 2, 3, one first through fourth on the screen right now. London sliding to the inside, trying to make a move on Johannesson. He does. London completes the pass for third and takes the lead from Johannesson. As we start lap 3, Johannesson taking the super lane. Looks like Mikkelsen coming with him. Yep. So that's going to put Vangen up in the second place right now on the number 411 Skidoo. See if he can build up a little bit of a cushion, try to keep at least one of those guys behind him, stay in a transfer spot. But out front right now is all Robert London on the number 77. Having a really nice ride right now with just under 2 laps to go. Ooh, Vangen sideways. Ooh, he holds on to it. Takes the super lane, but that bobble and that loss of momentum is definitely going to cost him the 2 spots that he had gained. Oh, but we got a yellow flag, and that is London off the track right now. Our race leader, London. Oh, and that is the transponder line on the backstretch. That is not good. Don't know what happened there. See if we got a replay. Here he comes on the inside. Ooh! Just grabbed him. Just ripped the bars out of his hand. Oh, that cost him the lead. So Mikkelsen now is our leader. Johannesson sitting in second. Vangen now moves it back into a transfer spot, sitting third. Alberg fourth, and London all the way back in fifth. That is a really tough break for the 77. But we've got Mikkelsen out front here, taking the Group B win. Nice ride for him. Johannesson's going to come home second, and Vangen's going to transfer out right into the semifinal. Alberg and London are going to have to go to round number 2. That's a great ride for Emil Mikkelsen right there on the FXR Ski-Doo. Nice jump for Johannesson there on the start. Nice hole shot, able to hold on to it for a second place finish here. Oof. Wow. Just caught an edge there, and when he wasn't expecting it. Tough break for London. But Mikkelsen grabbing the win. Quick wipe of the goggles. So here's your Group A semifinal right now. Perry v. Meals, Emil Hansen, Emil Mikkelsen with your top 2 picks. Nordholm, Johannesson, Dahlberg, and Vangen so far locked in. We've got Group C of Pro Open coming up next here for round 1 with the legend John Stenberg, Millie Anderson, Alfred Gunnarsson, Elias Bacher, and Christopher Holm. Bacher and Holm both were in Turkey last weekend for the first round of the World Championship, and both of those guys had a really good showing. I believe Bacher is sitting 3rd in World Championship points right now, and Holm is sitting 4th. So we've got, looks like Alfred Gunnarsson all the way on the inside on that red and black links. Next to him is that yellow and white Skidoo of Millie Anderson. No, I'm sorry, I apologize. The legend, John Stenberg, is all the way inside. Millie Anderson next to him. Gunnarsson is the middle sled on his links. Christopher Holm on his Team Southside Polaris. And then all the way outside is the high vis and black entry of Elias Bacher from Austria. So we've got starters orders here. Flag is up, which means the 15-second board is active. Five-second board. And we're racing here. Gunnarsson with a really good start. They're all tight together, but it's going to be Gunnarsson with the hole shot. Stenberg in second, and Bacher in third right now. Stenberg, though, is going to take the lead away from Gunnarsson quickly, but here comes Bacher out of nowhere. Goes from third to first to take the lead away from Stenberg. What a move on the backstretch here on lap 1. So Bacher will lead us around to complete lap 1. Stenberg in second, Gunnarsson third, Holm sitting there 4th, and Millie Anderson in 5th. Millie has taken the super lane. We've got Stenberg battling back, though, on the outside. See how this plays out here. Bacher pounding through the inside. Stenberg railing the outside as they come into the final turn side by side. Bacher trying to squeeze him, but leaves him enough room. And Stenberg squeaks by to take that lead away from him. And then slots down into the inside where he seems to want to be. Nice move by Stenberg. Bacher now sitting second. Gunnarsson still third. Anderson fourth. Holm back in fifth. way back in fifth. Don't know if he had an off or a problem. He's way back right now. Stenberg, though, your leader. Bakar in second. Gunnarsson closing in on Bakar. Bakar now taking the super lane. Will relinquish second, at least temporarily, to Gunnarsson. Oh, and to Anderson. Ooh. Bakar trying to ride the edge of the track there. Caught a pretty good piece of one of those flags. Sitting fourth right now. Last lap. Stenberg taking the super lane now. Gunnarsson's got to take it too here. Does he? He does. Okay, so everyone's taking super lane. Stenberg still your leader. Ooh, Bakar has slid back past Gunnarsson for the final transfer spot. Ooh, Gunnarsson trying to stick a ski in there, just was not close enough. So Stenberg will pick up the win. Millie Anderson in second, Bakar third. Those three will go right to the semifinal. Gunnarsson and Holm will have to go to the round 2. A great move by Bakar early in that first lap to grab the lead. But, there's a good shot of him trying to just catch the apex of that little slight right-hander and getting some flag with it. So Stenberg with the win. Anderson in second, Bakar third. That's how Group C will finish. So now we've got Group D. Aki Pessanen. Excuse me. Aki Pessanen, the 923 orange and blue links. We've got the number 36 of Gustav Lindgren, whose birthday it was yesterday. On the number 36, we got the fighter Ole Herman Sjogren, another one of the boys who made the trip down to Turkey for the World Championships last weekend. And he put in a pretty good weekend. We got Alexei Rehu on the 911, that chrome red links. There's Gustav birthday boy Lindgren on the 36, and then here's Pessanen on the inside in the 923. Just doing a quick groom job here of the first turn, and then we'll be letting these guys loose. Nice day for racing here. Probably right around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, I'd say. Just a light wind, pretty comfortable. Good amount of snow. Had a lot more snow if you're just tuning in, and the rained hard Thursday and Friday here, so definitely lost a lot of snow. So still a fair amount to play with though, and we got 3 groomers here keeping it in tip-top shape. It's a nice shot of the Rays Racing pit, the Jelen Motorsports pit there with Emil Hansen, and the Southside Polaris Scandinavia pit that we're out of this weekend with our new Eurowagon fifth wheel trailer. See, looks like we're almost ready to go. Yeah, fire them up, Jonas says. See. 15-second board is up. We're racing here. Pessanen and Raihu with good starts. Raihu staying in it on the outside. He's going to grab your whole shot. Pessinen right there in second, though. Ole Herman taking the super lane right off the bat. Not a bad idea for where he was. It's going to be Raihu with the lead, though. Pessinen in second. Lindgren sitting third right now. There's your top three. Raihu, Pessinen, and Lindgren. Raihu will lead him around to complete lap 1. Pessinen, though, looks like he's going to try to make a move here. Cuts to the inside. A little bump and run. Takes the lead away. So we've got Pessinen now out front. Nice to see that transponder line on the back section still working after London tried to run it over. Lindgren has taken the super lane now and slid back into 4th position. So Pessinen leading here as we start lap 3. Raihu in second. Ole Herman Strogren in third, and Lindgren sitting in 4th right now. We've got 2.5 laps to go for these guys in Group D of Pro Open. After this, we'll be taking a short break to groom the track and then heading right into round 2s. We've got Lindgren here closing in on the transfer spot that Ole Herman currently has. With 2 laps to go here at the line. Lindgren trying to close the gap. Looks like Raihu has taken the super lane. Ooh, it's going to be close. Looks like comes out in third. Keeps Lindgren outside the transfer zone right now for the time being. Lindgren on the outside, though, trying to make something happen with just over a lap to go. Ole Herman sitting second right now. Ooh, making a run for the transfer spot with a lap to go. Got Lindgren on the outside, Raihu on the inside. Lindgren triples out. They're bar to bar. Oof. 2 sleds into 1 spot there. Raihu keeps the spot. Lindgren now going to try to power on the outside. Pessinen's going to take this Group D win. Strogren's going to come home in second and Raihu in third. So Pessinen, Strogren, and Raihu move to right to the semifinal. Lindgren's going to have to run the round 2. So quick jump for Lindgren, but just got squeezed there, and Raihu and Pessinen got a really good start. Nice move by Pessinen, a little bump and run there, and coming out of turn 2 to take the spot and ultimately the win. So nice job by Aki picking up the win. So there's how it's filling up right now for Group B. Stenberg, Pessinen, Millie Anderson, Ole Herman, Elias Bakhar, and Raihu locked into that semifinal. So up next we've got round 2s of Pro Lite, and then we've got the Pro Women hitting the track for the first time, and then we will wrap up round 2 with some more Pro Open action before we head in the semifinals. So we're going to take a quick grooming break here, and I will be back in just a few minutes to be with you for all the round 2 racing action here in Finland.
Ei tarvitse rempata. Tervehdin kelkalla myös Vikke siellä moro. Ja Kapahen Teemu, good morning Vikke. Tervehdin motoisen tervehdin Körhe. Ihmisen miten se aivan. Moro moro, kaikki hyvin. Sitten kierretään. Siinä on loistavasti Louhaluoma. Nimi kokoilee siellä keulassa. Ilmeisesti Louhaluoma. Ja Kompuraa ja sieltä jotain töitä siellä takarennassa. Hyvä näyttää. Looking good. Jotakin kipeää tai tehdä ihan uusia säätöjä. Otrannallakin toimintaa. No nyt mennään sisään. Onko me? Nyt ei mene. Tylytetään tänne tarran sisälle ja sillä sisällä ruvetaan kipoilemaan hoille. Joo, tarkalla asfaltti taistaa. Niin kuin näkyy, niin Södermanilläkin oli rullat kuppien alla. Skiseura. Kyllä. Ja tänne pisti silmään niin Skipeksi, suomalainen kanadilainen valmistaja. Ja tässä kaikki pystyy, ettei tässä niin puutut näkyvillä, niin saa kontaktua isoteille. Joo. Oli kansallisesti näköinen. Irlanti myös, se on mainottava. Uusuuden kalusta. Uuttuisen varrista täältä. Tähän on vähän pakkoilemassa. Tää päivällä. Tuolla on verkeä, niin sitä ei tarvitse tehdä mitään. Ei tarvitse luolla. Katsotaan, onko rehulla lähdössä. Nyt kohteilla tässä näin. Tarvan kanavia kohteilla. Ilmatasoltaan heti käy lumiharjalainen tänä päivänä. Ja karjalainen vääntää. No niin. Onko kaikki hyvin? Naukoako? Selkeästi sitten odottaen. Eikä ikäisen niin, että kuulevatko ei tuonne asti. Toki jos siellä on sprinterissä raseradio päällä, tämä 2.2, niin kuuleehan se. Volyymin maksimisen. Niin. Ja salaa. Ja rikkiäkin katsotaan, että mitä muualta löytyy. No siellä on sitten Pesos Aki Pittuu. Ei ne Aki, että tämä on päiväkirjoitus. Mikä se siellä on? Aloittaako sitä nyt? Ei me nyt liigapuolella tehdä. Ja samalla. Jaha, pojat, siellä. Pitää vaan palaa.
All right, we are back here in Finland. We've got Pro Lite round 2, heat 1 on the line. 5-second board is up, and we are racing. Looks like Rissanen on the 173 is going to grab that hole shot. He's got Dennis Kangasma in tow, and it looks like Personen in third right now. So the top 4 from this round 2 go to the semifinal, Group A. Everybody else goes home for the night. So we've got Rissanen out front, Kangasma sitting second, Tukkanen sitting fourth, Olsen 5th, Persons 6th, and Rahula So we've got Rissanen out front still, Kangasma sitting second, Tukkanen third, Van Hathelo fourth, Olsen 5th, and then Persons and Rahula sitting 6th and 7th right now. Persons was in a transfer spot. I think he might have taken the Super Lane a little early, but he is sitting 5th right now. So if he picks off one more of these guys, he will be back in a spot. Got a good battle right now for second. Tukkanen has moved up into second place, but now he is taking the Super Lane on that Crane Hill Racing links. A white and gold look. Sharp. He triples back out onto the track. Currently sitting third, it looks like, going by timing and scoring. Personen has moved into fourth, the final transfer spot. Right now we've got 2 laps to go for the leaders, and the top 2 still have not taken Super Lane as of now. Rissanen still out in front, Kangasma second. We've got somebody taking the Super Lane right now. Can't see. It's the yellow sled, so that's going to be Kangasma taking the Super Lane and slotting into third place between Tukkanen and Persons. Really good ride by the Crane Hill entry of Tukkanen right now, sitting second. Rissanen with a nice lead out front right now, about 9 seconds. He will lose probably 6 of that now when he takes the Super Lane. But he should hold on to the lead comfortably with about a 3-second gap over Tukkanen, Kangasma, and Persson. we are on the last lap of round 2, Group A. Rissanen got one corner left to go here to the finish. We've got Tukinen right now. Battle deep in the field here. I don't think it's going to be enough for Laula or Vantanello, though. It's going to be Rissanen, Miski Rissanen with the win. Nice ride for him. Tukinen's going to come home second. Kangasma third, and Pearsons will take the final transfer spot to the semifinals. Van Hattelo, Lasula, and Olsen will be done for the evening. But we'll have another shot at it tomorrow. Rissanen there, another. He was the only Finnish rider to make the journey to Turkey for the World Championships last weekend. Nice hole shot by him. Nice commanding win. So Rissanen, Tukinen, your top two. Dennis Kangasma third, Albin Pearsons fourth. So as you can see, the Group A semifinal is locked in. There's your 10 riders. 5 of those will go to the final. Right now, though, we've got Group B of Pro Lite round 2 on the line. Hugo Rinne, Jonathan Nilsson, Elias Soki, Brad Tatro, Nicholas Van Hattelo, Andreas Isaacson, and Jesse Laura. Those are your 7. 4 of them will move on. Put the 15-second board out. Got Soki all the way on the inside with Nilsson next to him on that red Rays Racing Ski-Doo. Tatro all the way outside. 5 seconds. Nice even start for everybody. Looks like Nilsson with a really good start on the inside. He's going to grab your whole. Ooh! Taste that triple there, but still Nilsson's going to cross the line first. Hugo Rinne, though, is going to quickly take the lead away. And then we've got Soki in third, Laura sitting there. I think Laura slid into third. Suki's in fourth. Isaac's in fifth. Tatro back in seventh, but he did take the super lane right away. Soki getting a little sideways there through that rhythm section. Tight battle for second right now between Soki and Nilsson right now. Nilsson going super lane. Looks like somebody else, maybe Isaacson was coming with him deeper in the field. Yeah, it's Isaacson. See where Tatro can slot in right now. Looks like he's going to move up to sixth. Let's see, one of two Americans here this weekend, racing at least, me and him. My dad flew in, Bruce Sr. yesterday to give a helping hand for this weekend. Super League ones are always a tough one with between racing, pictures, announcing, etc. And they're just really fun weekends to be here. Tracks are awesome, and it's he was in Bowdoin, and now he flew in yesterday for this one. Got a good battle right now. Tatro takes the spot from Nilsson. Nilsson giving up that spot there. I don't know what's going on with him right now. He's kind of going in the wrong direction here, about halfway through this round 2 race. But that puts Tatro in the semifinal right now. Nilsson triples out though, trying to come back at Tatro. We've got 2 laps to go. Van Hattelo is taking the super lane now. So Tatro and Nilsson should slide by him, which they do. So that moves Tatro in the third, Nilsson in the fourth. Soki out in front right now with a about a 4-second gap over Rinny. He has not taken the super lane yet. He should be doing that right now. Oh, we've got, Bradley. Tatro off the sled right now in the last turn. And that is going to cost him a spot in the semifinals. Oh, that's a bummer for him for sure. Just can't escape bad luck right now. So we've got Soki out in front. Rinny hot on his heels, just 2/10 behind him. Nilsson in third, Laura fourth. Here, coming to the finish, it's going to be Rinny grabbing the win over Soki. And then this right here is the battle for the last transfer spot. Who's it going to be? Ooh, Vantanello holds on to it by 5/100th of a second over Laura. So Hugo Rinny. We got 2 Rinnys in Pro Lite here this weekend. Hugo Rinny takes the win. Soki from Norway in second. Nilsson holds on for third, and Van Hackelo comes home fourth, sending Laura, Isaacson, and Tatro home for the night. That is it's a real bummer for the number 3. He was in a transfer spot comfortably and just caught a little kicker there and couldn't hang on to it. Oh, what a bummer. Hopefully he can have some better luck tomorrow here. But that's Rinny with the win. Soki in second. They will Rinny, Soki, Nilsson, and Van Hattelo fill out the Group B semifinal. Next up here, after the quick bit of grooming, is the first pro women's action tonight. We've got 2 groups of them. I believe 10 girls in total. So there's the current points leader for the Swedish SM, the 21 of Wilma Jansson. Got the number 7 of Tilly Carreras on her cubic skidoo. The 124 of Emma Lamelin. The 171 of Venla Kosovari. And the number 110 of Vivi Occhio. The 171 had some bad luck in Bowdoin last month. Hopefully she can turn it around here and have a better day. Wilma, number 21 there. Wilma Jansson was the top qualifier in the timed session earlier today. I was not announcing for that. I was out there trying to take pictures to use later in the week for the old Snowmobile Racing Network and the Carbide podcast. Spencer and Greenwood better be listening, along with everyone else in the States, since unfortunately the ISOC National got canceled in Lake Geneva. For those of you here who don't know, it's been an extremely difficult winter back home in America. The lack of snow from the Dakotas to Massachusetts has been just ridiculous. I'm 35 years old and I can't remember a winter where there has been this little snow across the entire, basically top of the country until you get to the Rockies. So, ISOC's been working hard to put on races these last few weeks in Sioux Falls and Salamanca, and props to them for doing all they could to make Geneva happen. Unfortunately, it just, as they said, Mother Nature won this one. So, but they've got ERX next weekend. But for now, we've got Super League in Finland. So We've got 5 girls on the line for Group A here. 15-second board is up. 5-second board. Lights out. Good start for Johnson on the inside. Wilma's going to grab the hole shot here. Venla's going to slot into second. Tilde in third. Vivi in fourth, and Emma Lomelin in fifth. Lomelin taking the super lane right now. We've got Wilma out front, Kosovari sitting in second, and Tilde sitting in third. Wilma with that nice bright climb racing gear. Don't know if I like the color combo, but it makes it real easy to pick them out in the crowd. We've got Venla on that blue skidoo in second, Tilde sitting third right now. On screen in the number 7. Vivi Akio sitting fourth right behind her. We've got Tilde taking the super lane right now. She's going to come out behind Emma Lomelin. Out front, though, it's all Wilma Janssen right now with about a 3.5-second gap over Kosovari. And Accio another 2.5 back. As they come by to start lap 3, still Wilma out front. And she has now decided to take the super lane, get it out of the way before you forget about it. That was good. Looks like she's going to hand the lead over temporarily to Kosovari, but she triples back out. They're going to be side by side. Venla, quick look over the shoulder, sees Wilma's there. Wilma trying to go around the outside. Looks like she's going to carry the speed. Take the spot back here as they go into the last turn. Yes. Wilma takes the lead back. Kosovari slots back into second. Atio still sitting in third. We've got 2 laps to go. The 2 Finnish girls running second and third have not taken the super lane yet. And now they have one more opportunity to do it, as both of them did not take it this time by either. Tagging along here with Kosovari right now on that 171. Like I said, she had some tough luck in boating last month, so hopefully this is her turning over a fresh leaf this weekend. So we've got Janssen out front with 1 to go this time by. Kosovari going to look over the shoulder. See she's got a pretty good gap to Vivi. Karelia is still having a tough time back there getting around Lomelin. Just hasn't been able to make the move. So Kosovari though, gonna come back on the track. Looks like Corelius is gonna slide into third right now. But it's all Wilma out front with 1 more corner to go. It's gonna be Wilma Janssen with the win. Nice drive by her. And then Lomelin looks like she's going to hold on for second, but Tilde is right there, but just couldn't find an opening. So Lomelin comes home second, Corelius is third, Kosovari is fourth, and Vivi Atio is fifth. Nice jump by Wilma there on the inside, and was able to run the race her way. So congrats to her on another qualifying win. So good ride by her. So now we've got Group B on the line. We've got Elise Janssen, the number 68 on her links. We've got the number 60 of Ida Rosell on her Team Southside Polaris, Scandinavia. The 31 of Thilka Persson on her Skidoo, and the 497 of Victoria Lane on her links. Ida Rosell, she raced against the men, was one of 3 women racing against the men last weekend in Turkey at the first round of the World Championships. The women will have their own World Championship class in Finland for round 2 and Norway for round 3 next month. But her and I took the south side truck and trailer and drove it all the way from the Swedish race last week, or 2 weekends ago, all the way through Europe to Turkey. It's about around 3,800 miles, give or take. And then we drove it from Turkey straight here to Finland, got in last night. I think right now the trip meter's at like 6,800 miles in the last 2 weeks. So a lot of driving, drove through 14 countries. It was a good time. But no, she ran against the men. She got the whole shot in the LCQ, transferred into the final with a third place finish, and then finished 14th overall against the men, and was the top finishing women's racer there against all the men. So it's a really good showing for her, and it's a good confidence booster. So hopefully she can build on that this weekend here in rounds 3 and 4 Super League. But girls just waiting for them to finish touching the track up. Got their Elise sitting all the way inside on the links. Thilda is the number 31. Her brother is number 32 in the Pro Light class. And then you've got the 497 of Victoria Lane. And then our own Ida Roselle all the way on the outside on her south side Polaris. So, yeah, long drive to get here. A lot of miles, a lot of hours. But we're excited to be here, and yeah, we're amped and ready to go. So we are unfortunately missing a few girls this weekend. Davina Bachman and Hilda Oman are both dealing with ailments and injuries right now, so we wish both of them the speedy recovery and the best. Hopefully we will see them back in Austria in May. But for now, we've got the 15-second board. Five seconds. Ooh, good jump by Thilda there in the middle. It's going to be a drag race between her and Elise, but it's going to be Thilda with the whole shot. Lane sneaking into second there. And then Janssen is off her sled in turn 1. That's a tough break for Elise. Right now, though, it is Thilda Persons out front. Here we got a replay of what happened. Oh, just stuffed the ski in the back and just rolled it over. So we've got Thilda out front. Looks like Ida going around the outside trying to make a move on Victoria Lane. Lane left the door cracked, and it's going to be Ida taking second from her. Thilda out front, but Thilda's taking the super lane. Oh boy, oh! And Ida Roselle blows the berm and is off her sled. Looks like she's okay. That will give the lead to Victoria Lane. Persons will be second. Oof. Oh. Glad she's all right. And glad it was in the qualifier and not later in the night. Get the bugs worked out early in the day. That's the key. So we've got Victoria Lane out in front right now, taking the super lane. This should give the lead back to Thilda Persson. Elise Janssen running third, and then Ida Roselle sitting fourth right now. There's number 31 of Persson out front. Lane sitting second. Got a 2-second gap between the pair of them right now as they come around to start to complete lap 3. About 2 laps to go this time by for them. Lane closed the gap a little bit right now. It's down to 1.3 seconds between first and second. Janssen back in third. Roselle is fourth. She did take the super lane. Janssen has not yet. Victoria, though, putting the pressure on Filda right now for the lead. We are coming around here with 1 lap to go. And, oh, Filda looks over and sees she's still there. Yeah, hi. Let's see, it's going to be down to a half a second. What's Victoria going to do? Nothing yet. Just eating a lot of roost. Gotta pick a new lane. Lane has to pick a new lane and try to make a move. Ooh, Elise Janssen did not take the super lane. I just saw it in the background. So she will be docked 20 seconds. So that will slide Ida Roselle up into 3rd place in the official results at the end of this. But Victoria going to the outside. She cuts in. Can she do it? Oh, just missed it. Wow, what a race. So that's going to be Filda Persons picking up the win. Victoria Lane sitting 2nd, and then Ida Roselle will move into 3rd place due to Elise Janssen not completing the super lane. So that does it for the qualifying round of our pro women's class. There's a couple of tough offs there for Janssen and Roselle. Glad they're both okay though. We've got a nice win by Filda Persons, but man, Lane made it a good race. Coming from over 2 seconds back to being 2/10 back was really impressive. We're just taking a quick groom break here, and then we're going to jump right into Pro Open Round 2. And so I will be right back with you. Round 2, Group A on the track right now for Pro Open. It's going to be Lindstrom with the hole shot on number 67. We've got Onavori on the 25 taking the super lane. But it is still Lindstrom out front. We've got Robert London, who had the lead in round 1 and had that off on the backstretch. He's challenging on the inside right now for the lead as they come back around to complete lap 1. It's still Lindstrom out front though, London in 2nd, Alberg 3rd, and Onavari in 4th. All 4 of these guys will go to the semifinal. It's more or less you're battling for pick right now. Try to get a little bit better gate pick on that starting line. But it's Lindstrom still out in front, London sitting still 2nd, Alberg 3rd, Onavari 4th. Onavari is the only one that's taking the super lane, but looks like London is heading that way now. He's tired of eating Lindstrom's roost for the time being. He's going to re-enter in probably 4th position as he goes back by the turn. No, 3rd place. He got Onavari behind him. So that slots Alberg into 2nd. Lindstrom still out in front here as he starts lap 3. He is taking the super lane though. Looked like Alberg did not, so Alberg has the lead, but Lindstrom is going to try to jump back by him on the outside. Can he make it stick though? That outside is definitely getting faster as this day progresses. And it looks like, Lindstrom is going to take that lead back from Ahlberg. Ahlberg glances back, sees he's got London behind him with 2 laps to go. Ahlberg now taking super lane. Checks that box. Going to re-enter the track there on the backstretch. In 4th position behind Onavari. Let's see. Checkered flag is out, and it's going to be Lundstrom with the win. London in 2nd, Onavari in 3rd, and Ahlberg sitting there in 4th. Like I said, all are going to the semifinal. That was more or less for gate pick for that semifinal. And then from the 10 riders in that semifinal, 5 will go to the final this evening. So we've got 3 riders in this second group of round 2. All 3 will transfer. Again, it's more for gate, determining gate pick in that semifinal. They will be all moving on to. We've got Gustav Lindgren, the number 36 on the inside. Alfred Gunnarsson, the 327 in the middle on his links. And then Christopher Holm from Norway, all the way on the outside on his Team Southside Polaris Scandinavia machine. Chris was another one of the riders that made the trip out to Kayseri, Turkey. There's my dad, Bruce Sr. Flew in last night. Chris is another one of the guys that made the trip out to Turkey for the opening round of the World Championship last weekend. He qualified 4th, finished 5th overall, and then is sitting 4th in points right now after the first weekend of racing. So he had a really good experience, really good time out there. So hopefully we can take some of that confidence and move it into this weekend here in Finland. Like we talked about before, he was off. He hadn't raced in over 3 years before we dragged him off the couch to come racing this winter with us. So we're super happy Chris is here with us, and yeah, awesome part of the team. 5-second board is up. See here, all out pretty even. Looks like it's going to be Gunnarsson. No, we're going to give it to Lindgren with the hole shot by 100th of a second over Gunnarsson. Holm right there in 3rd. As we go down the backstretch, Gunnarsson and Lindgren still side by side for the lead. Got Lindgren on the inside, Gunnarsson on the outside. Gunnarsson should be able to rail this corner and take the lead from Lindgren. They did flatten out that berm out there, but yes. Yeah, Gunnarsson moves to the lead. Lindgren in second, Holm right there in third as we start lap 2 of this round 2. Chris heads off to take a super lane on his FXR Polaris. And back onto the track on the backstretch there. Gunnarsson still holding the lead right now. Lindgren still trying to make that inside work. Let's see here. As we complete lap 2, it's still Gunnarsson out front, Lindgren in second, and Holm in third. Gunnarsson now taking the super lane. Going to hand the lead over to Lindgren. Looks like Gunnarsson's going to re-enter in second place. Three and change seconds behind Lindgren. So he should be able to, unless Lindgren can open up this gap, Gunnarsson should be able to take the lead back when Lindgren takes the super lane. As he's going to do now here with just under 2 laps to go. Holm now makes a move, currently in front of Lindgren. Lindgren trying to come back on that inside. See if he can do it here this time as they come into the last turn with 1 lap to go. Ooh, Chris pushes way out wide. Cuts back to the inside though. And just comes up a little short on that triple, gives second place back to Lindgren. But it's Gunnarsson out front right now with about less than half a lap to go. And that number 327 Lynx. He's coming into the last corner. So he will have 7th pick in the Group B semifinal coming up later tonight. Lindgren can come home 2nd. He'll have 8th pick. And then Holm will come home 9th. And he will have, come home 3rd and he'll have 9th pick in that 2nd semifinal later tonight. Nice ride by all of them. Nice win by Gunnarsson. There's a good hole shot there. And just a nice ride. Gunnarsson's been acclimating to that Lynx pretty well this season. He's shown some good speed here and there, so see if he can keep it up this afternoon. Now we will have I believe just a short grooming break before we slide into the semifinals for Pro Lite. But right here on your screen, you can see the 2 semifinals coming up for Pro Open later today. Group A, Hansen, Nicholson, Nordholm, Johannesson, Dahlberg, Vangen, Lindstrom, London, Onavari, and Alberg. And then Group B, Stenberg, Pessinen, Anderson, Sjögren, Bacher, Reichhug, Gunnarsson, Lindgren, and Holm. So top 5 from each of those will go to the final at the end of the night. So I will be back with you here in a couple minutes to be with you for all the Pro Lite semifinal action. Here we go. Semifinal number 1 for Pro Lite. Tapi Rinni on the inside of the 143. Looks like he's going to grab the whole shot. Oh, we've got... Oof! Oh, boy. Oh! Oh, boy. Oof. I couldn't tell who that was, but he was a pinball out there. I hope he is okay. Wow, let's take a look at that. Rissanen comes off. The Ski-Doo tried to avoid him, and then the next guy gets clipped. Rissanen is off there. Then the Ski-Doo of number 221 comes off, and then he gets clipped. And we got a red flag. And we will come right back to you. Nice to see that everybody was able to walk away from that. That was a little scary. That 227 there, Tykinen. I know I'm butchering his name, but he had that second place finish in round 1. So hopefully he can get a little bit better. Mystery, glad he's okay. Glad everybody can head back to the starting line and give it another go. We're getting this Group A semifinal re-lined up here after the red flag. There's the 8-12 of Levi Pustinen. There's the 173 of Mystery Rissanen. Talking to series manager, owner, president, Mickey Nilsson. He puts his heart and soul into this Super League, and it shows because it's the best race. It's definitely the best racing, the best tracks in Europe. It's, you know, when the calendars came out this year, it was definitely the first ones I checked off as far as I need to make sure our team is at these, because it's an amazing event. But we've got Emil Hurton there in the number 7, lining up all the way inside on the loco.com Duels links. Boy, that one's a tough one. There's a lot of K's in there. Tikkinen, 227. Glad he's up and okay. And then third in line there, you've got Tapi Rinni, your top qualifier in the semifinal. Next to him is with the teal and black is the Thor David Rasmus. And then you've got Levi Puustinen next to him with that chrome links, red links with the red and black gear. And I can't make out who's outside of him on the starting line right now. We've got 4 riders waiting to line up right now. Don't know exactly what we're waiting on. I see Mystery all right. Like I said, he was the only Finn to make the trip to Turkey last weekend for the Open World Championship. Wonder if they're debating on the 2 guys that created the red flag event, or having to not be able to continue, or I don't know what don't know exactly what's happening right now. We'll get it sorted out here momentarily. I do want to put it out there, though, that any of the guys and girls listening back in the States or Canada, we do have rounds, the final weekend of Super League racing, May 24th and 25th down in Waldkogel, Austria. If anybody wants to ship a sled over or try to find a sled over here to race, whether it's pro light, pro women's, reach out to me, and I'll be happy to try to find you something to use or help you bring over your sled if you want to race it. It's a pretty amazing event. You're at like 6,500 feet up in the Austrian Alps in pretty much summer weather with nice clean white untouched snow, and it should be a really good time. We went there last year, June 8th, and raced up there just for an invitational, and it was so much fun. So now this year, bringing the Super League classes and the Central European Championship to there, it should be a really, really fun weekend. So if anyone's looking to do a little bit of snowmobile racing, snowcross racing, and at the end of May, reach out and we'll try to help you make something happen. So, because it should be an awesome weekend. But in the meantime, here, still trying to work out what they're doing with relining everybody up. Nice shot of our Evil Hull starting line. And then you've got Jelen Motorsports there over on the left side with their big bus. And that's got Anton Lindstrom and Emil Hansen running out of it. I'd like to thank the the Loco.com dealership here. It's the local BRP, Ski-Doo Lynx Can-Am dealership for allowing us to commandeer some of their ATVs and snowmobiles for our crew this weekend to get around the pits and the track area. We appreciate it. Looks like they're letting everybody line back up, so I don't know what the just maybe clarifying some rules on if they can or what, but we are lining everybody back up to go racing here. So we ended off talking about Levi Puustinen there in the middle of the 812. So next to him is the 54 of Sixten Jansson. And then camera's panning the wrong way here to finish introducing everyone here. We got the rookie there, Emil Hurton, on the inside. But the other 4 drivers is Miski Rissanen, Luka Tukinen, Dennis Kangasma, and Albin Persons. Those were the 4 that just finished lining up. You got Rissanen next to Johannesson. You've got Tukinen, Kangasma, the 440, and then all the way on the outside is Albin Persons. So we're waiting for starters' orders here. Looks like he's picking up the flag. So everybody's getting the pipes warm. Flag is up. 15-second board is active. No more creeping. Boy, Rissanen is really pointing right at us in the camera here. He's at quite an angle on the starting line right now. Interested to see how that plays out. 5-second board. See how Rissanen did not get a good jump. He's going to slot in back. Hurton, though, did get a good jump. He's on the inside, but it is Topi Rinne with quite the hole shot there. And then it's going to be, looks like Puustinen's off. He was running third there. Looks like, that is Puustinen off the sled. That is a tough break for him. Looks like he just caught the edge of the berm there. Tough break for Levi. It's going to be tough to come back from in the 5-lap semifinal. But we've got Rinne out front. Emil Hurton in second. Thor David Rasmus sitting third. Tykinen in fourth. Persons in fifth. And then Rissanen, Tukinen, Johannesson, Kangasma, and Puustinen. Let's see, we got Thor David taking the super lane right now. And then 6th through 10th have taken it. So I think a lot is going to change in this running order over the course of the next 3.5 laps. With so much of the field already taking it and getting it out of the way. There's the battle for third right now between Tykinen and Persons. These are 2 guys that have not taken it yet, but here comes Tykinen on the 227, who was involved in that red flag and got clipped by Thor David. Glad he's okay. He's going to enter in front of, it looked like Johannesson, so that's going to be 6th place. Got Thor David trying to challenge Tukinen for 4th right now. Up ahead of us, looks like he's going to get that spot. As they go over that double together. Nope, looks like Tukinen's going to hold on to 4th for the time being. Hurton now taking the super lane. It looks like Parsons went with him. Really good battle here for now 3rd place. Make contact, and luckily both riders stay on. But we've got Rinne out front, Hurton still 2nd, Tukinen 3rd, Rasmus now in 4th, Tykinen 5th. Those are your transfer spots right now. And we've got 1 lap to go right now. Everybody's taking the super lane. Looks like Rasmus almost lost it. He stayed on though. It's the same braking bump that claimed Puustinen earlier. Rinne with a comfortable lead out front, about 5.5 seconds over Emil Hurton as he comes into the last turn and heads for home. It's going to be Topi Rinne with the semifinal Group A win. Emil Hurton's going to come home 2nd. Thor David Rasmus is going to be third. Tukinen and Tykinen. Oof! Hurton comes off after the finish. Don't know what happened there. He's walking it off, though. He looks okay. That's, oof. Don't know what happened. But great start by Topi Rinne there. Got the lead, and tough break for Puustinen there in that first turn on lap 1. But out front, it was all Topi Rinne on that Ski-Doo. Great ride, great win. Let's see if we can see what happens to Hurton here. Oh, just gets a little, falls, lands right in that hole after the finish line. That is, luckily Johannesson was paying attention there. Wow. That was an exciting first semifinal there for Group A. So Rinne's moving on. Hurton's moving on. Rasmus, Tukinen, and Tykinen. Those are your 5 that are going to the final. For Puustinen, Johannesson, Rissanen, Kangasma, and Albin Persons, their day is complete. So we've got Group B Pro Lite semifinal lining up right now. We've got Ali Saltstrom, Nemo Philander, Southside Polaris is Gustav Vesterlund, Felix Anderson, Joni Kummelin on his Rays Racing Skidoo, Rico Lamina, Hugo Rinne, Elias Soki, Jonte Nilsson, and I'm going to wait for the last name. I believe it is the 203 of Van Hattelo. These names are tougher to pronounce than the Polish ones. Then we got Lamina, number 11, all the way on the inside on his local Bacam orange links. Nemo Philander on that bright blue and white Skidoo with the custom purple and black CNAs. Ali Saltstrom, number 1 qualifier on his orange and blue Skidoo. Felix Anderson. There's Hugo Rinne, the Norwegian with the Mohawk. Elias Soki on the 153. Jonte Nilsson on the Rays Racing Skidoo. Vesterlund on the Southside Polaris. Vantalo, and then Kummelin all the way on the outside. Oh, did somebody creep? Boy, I didn't even see that. Oh, no, thought it was already up. I don't know who it was. It was fast. Ooh, Felix Anderson. That is a tough break for the 37. Oh, yeah. Boy, wow. I don't know, guys. I don't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. We weren't rewinding back far enough. Yeah, just a little creep of the belt. Wow. Boy, that guy with the red flag's got really good eyes. Whew. I don't want his job. Let's see, we're going to try this again, folks. 15-second board is up. Oh, whoa. Ooh, I think Jonte Nilsson got away with one and then some there. He clearly moved before the light went out. But we've got, and he gets the whole shot, but he jumped, so I think that's why he got the whole shot. Lahuma, number 11 in second, Philander third, Soki fourth, Rinne fifth, Kummelin sixth, Saltstrom seventh, Vesterlund eighth. I think that jump messed with people because I think they saw Nilsson move, so they got off the throttle, and then it's like, and then the light went. But we're racing. It's Nilsson out in front, Lauma second, Philander third, Soki fourth, Kummelin fifth. Still Nilsson out in front, Lauma all over him, Philander right there in third, Soki fourth, Solstrom fifth, Vesterlund back in sixth. Top five move on. Nilsson and Lauma still side by side right now for the lead. Nobody in the top six, top seven has taken the super lane yet. Ooh, Nilsson. Ooh, he saved it. Wow, good save by Dante. Really tight battle. I mean, you got all four guys. You can throw a blanket over them or a cloak. You can throw a cloak over them. Dante still out front. Lauma second. Philander third. Philander closing the gap on Lauma. He's going to start challenging here. Soki taking the super lane with a lap and a half to go. We've got four riders that haven't done it yet. Soki comes out in fifth. Nope, sixth, just behind Rennie, ahead of Anderson. This battle for the top three is something, though. But all four have to take the super lane this lap. If anybody doesn't, they're not making it to the final. So there's going to be a train of riders coming down the super lane right now. And that is going to be problematic for those guys trying to get in the final. So Hugo Rennie has moved to the lead. Jonte Nilsson in second, Soki third, Philander fourth, Anderson fifth, Lauma sixth, Vesterlund seventh, Solstrom in eighth. So Rennie with the win. Nilsson in second, Soki third, Philander fourth, Anderson fifth. Those are your guys moving on. So we've got the groomers doing some quick cleanup right now before we head into the first semifinal for the pro women's class. There's Vivi Autio, the 110. Venla Kosovari, the 171. The 7 of Tilly Carreras in the middle. Looks like the 142 of Hugo Rini getting towed off. Interested to see what happened there. And then to the inside of Tildy, we've got Emma Lomelin, and then the qualifying round winner, Roma Jansson, all the way inside. It looks like he's holding the belt in his hand, so Rini looks like he blew the belt. So he's getting a free tow back to the trailer. Jonas getting ready with the 15-second board. The flag is up. See another good start by Wilma Jansson on the inside. Kosovari and Lomelin battling for second and third. Tildy sitting fourth. Autio in fifth. Wilma with the whole shot. 5-lap semifinal. Looks like Tildy trying to make a run up the outside of Lomelin right now for third. She makes the pass. It's a nice move. Tildy on the outside, Kosovari and Lomelin on the inside. Looks like Vivi already took the super lane. And then we come by here to complete lap one. We got Wilma Jansson out in front, Kosovari, Corelius, Lomelin, and Audio. Looks like Kosovari taking the super lane right now. That should give second place over to Corelius for the time being. But she does have Lomelin right behind her. Looks like Corelius opened up the gap, just a couple of tenths on her. But Lomelin has moved to the outside line now. Trying to find something better to work with. Jansson's still out front here, starting lap 3. Corelius in second, Lomelin in third. Here comes Tildy down into the super lane. That's going to hand second over to Alma Lomelin. Question is does Tildy have a big enough lead over Kosovari? They're going to come out, looks like side by side. Looks like Kosovari. Kosovari with a hard right turn there to get to the outside. Tildy trying to make the inside work. We've got Jansson out in front. Now taking the super lane. We ride behind her on the Evil Hall drone. It's still Lomelin in second, Kosovari in third, Corelius in fourth, and Vivi Autio in fifth. So there's your gap from first to second right now, but second place has not taken the super lane. And we're coming to 1 lap to go. Roma triple in that front stretch. That's pretty cool to see. Lomelin sitting second. She should be, she's moving to the outside to take the super lane. With a 6-second gap over Kosovari, it might be enough to hold on to second. It's going to be close. Here they come. Well, we got all 3 sleds together there, 2, 3, and 4. Kosovari holds on to second for the time being. But Lomelin is right behind her. Lomelin going to the outside. Kosovari cuts to the inside line. And here's Wilma taking the win. And Lamelin does take second back. Kosovari is going to be third. And then Tilde is going to be fourth. Autio is fifth. So Wilma will have the number 1 pick in the Pro Women's Final here this evening. Lamelin will have the 3rd pick, Kosovari the 5th pick, Tilde the 7th pick, and Vivi will have the 9th pick. And the old flaggers getting some lunch in here in between races. And some sausage and potatoes. They all seem to approve. See, so now we have the 2nd semifinal of the Pro Women's class with Philda Persons, Victoria Lane, the Team Southside Polaris Scandinavia rider Ida Rosell, and Elise Jonsson. Elise and Ida both had a little bit of bad luck in the round 2 there, so hopefully they've got that out of the way. And this semifinal goes smoother for them. Parsons all the way on the outside of number 31. Victoria Lane on the number 497 Lynx. Elise Jonsson on the number 68 Lynx. And then all the way inside, Ida Rosell on the Southside Polaris. Sponsored by FXR, Bro MX, Woody's Traction, CNA Pro Skis, and Rock Speed Effects. Getting some help back home from JD's Grav and Air Control and Rosen's Mat Service and Paul Stryker. 15-second board is up. 5 seconds. Good jump for Ida on the inside there. They all come over the double clean. Looks like it's going to be Ida Rosell on the Southside Polaris with the whole shot. We've got Elise Jonsson going to the inside of her. Tilde going around the outside. So Elise is now your new race leader. Now she then jumps to the outside just to pick a lane. We've got Elise out in front, Rosell in second, Parsons in third, and Lane sitting fourth right now. Ida fighting back on the inside as they drag race to the finish, but it's going to be Elise Jonsson leading the first lap. Ida Rosell, though, sliding to the outside lane. Looks like Tilda Persson taking the super lane this time by. That's going to, and Lane going with her, so Parsons and Lane have both now checked the super lane box off. Rosell still running second right now behind Jonsson. As we come into the last turn here and head back for home start lap 3. It's Jonsson out in front, Rosell still in second. Roselle now coming to take the super lane. That long drive like you're leaving the country. So then come back in. She's going to come back in. She checked up just a little bit there, and that allowed Thilda to take second away. So it's still Janssen out in front. Persons is in second. Roselle in third, and Lane setting fourth. Ida going around the outside of Thilda right now. Takes second back from her as we start lap 4. Our leader, race leader, Janssen, is taking the super lane right now. She's going to hold on to the lead. And Roselle right there in second. Persons in third, and Lane back in fourth. We're going to have 1 to go this time by here. Top 3 pretty close together here, within a couple of seconds of each other. It's Janssen, it's Roselle, it's Persons, 1, 2, 3 as we come to the white flag. Or technically the 1 lap board over here. You see Janssen goes inside, Roselle and Persons go outside in turn 1 and 2. But then Janssen blows the berm and slides to the outside. Which now Ida changes lanes. Looks like she's going inside now. Let's see if she can make that work and gain some ground on Elise here, coming through the last couple of corners. But it's going to be Elise Janssen on her links, picking up the semifinal Group B win. Roselle's going to come home in second, Persons in third, and Victoria Lane will finish fourth. Nice ride by all 4 ladies. Janssen with the win. Ida Roselle with the second place. Thilda Persons in third. And Victoria Lane in fourth. So Elise Janssen will have the second pick in the final. Ida Roselle will have the 4th pick. Persons will have the 6th pick. And Victoria Lane will have the 8th pick. And now we are doing some grooming before the 2 Pro Open semifinals. And we are back with the first group of the Pro Open semifinals here. Top 5 are going to move on. 5 are going home. We've got Emil Hansen all the way on the inside. Joel Nordholm on the 21. Martin Johannesson. Emil Mikkelsen. Christian Vander on the 411 in the middle. Anton Lindstrom next to him. Linus Dahlberg on the 23. London on the 77. Onavari on the 25. And then Alberg all the way outside on the 56. And we've got a jump, and it is London. So we're going to try this again now. We've got London in the back row. 15-second board is up. 5 seconds. We've got Hansen with a great start on the inside. Looks like Dahlberg from the middle outside is slotting right there in the second. But it's Hansen with the whole shot. Dahlberg second, Nordholm third. Johannesson fourth and Vangen fifth right now as they make their way through the first turn. We've got Hansen getting pressure from Dahlberg. We've got Mikkelsen and Nordholm side by side with Vangen right there in fifth. Behind him is Johannesson, Lindstrom, Alberg, and then Onavari and London took the joker or the super lane already. And we're on the lap 2, and it's Hansen out front with Dahlberg still there in second. Vangen taking the super lane. Was running fifth. It's Hansen still out front as we start lap 3 with Dahlberg still second, Mikkelsen in third, Nordholm fourth. We've got Mikkelsen and Johannesson taking the joker lane right now. See where they come out. Looks like Vangen and Johannesson side by side right now. Ooh, London blows the inside line there, gets pushed outside. It's Hansen out front, Dahlberg, Nordholm, Lindstrom, less than 2 laps to go. Hansen taking the super lane, and so is Lindstrom. Dahlberg is also taking it, so Nordholm is the only one left to still take the super lane. Quite the battle in the back here right now for the transfer positions, as London, Onavari, and Lindstrom all battle for it. We've got 1 lap to go here. Hansen still out front. Nordholm second, Dahlberg third, Mikkelsen fourth, and London holding on to that last transfer spot right now. Nordholm is taking the super lane currently. And he's going to come out in fifth. Oh, but Nordholm is off the sled on the backstretch. And that's going to hand the final transfer spot to Onavari right now. But it's Hansen out front picking up another win on the number 61. Dahlberg is second. Mikkelsen is going to finish third. London rebounds from the full start to finish fourth. And Lindstrom at the line steals the final transfer spot from Onavari. Wow, what a race. Onavari, Johannesson, Vangen, Alberg, and Nordholm heading home early. Hansen and Dahlberg pretty excited to be going to the final though. Nice flag-to-flag win by Hansen in that one. Looking really good this afternoon. He's definitely going to be him and Stenberg are probably going to be as long as Stenberg can get in the final, him and Stenberg, I believe, will be the two guys to beat here going into the final. So we've got Group B lining up now. John Stenberg, the legend. Aki Pessanen, Millie Anderson, Ole Herman Sjogren, Elias Bacher from Austria, Alexei Rehu, Alfred Gunnarsson, the birthday boy, Gustav Lindgren, and Christopher Holm on the Southside Polaris. Those are your 9 Pro Open riders in this second semifinal this afternoon. Looks like we've got Stenberg all the way inside, and we've got Bacher lining up all the way outside. We've got Gunnarsson in the middle. It looks like Holm's going out. Holm and Lindgren are going out wide, just inside of Elias Bacher. If we look back to the inside, looks like we've got Aki Pessanen, the 923, sitting next to Stenberg. Millie Anderson outside of him. Then you've got the white hooded links in the middle of your screen of Ole Herman Sjogren. Gunnarsson to his right. Look at that, a couple of helping hands getting the whole shot devices set. A couple of good sports there. John Stenberg, Pessanen. That should be a good. This is going to be a good race here. We got 5 laps. 5 laps. 5 riders move on. 5 go home for the night. We got 15-second board up. Bacher and Holm outside. Stenberg, Pessanen inside. 5 seconds. Who's it going to be? It looks like Bacher from the outside. Going to grab that whole shot. We've got Stenberg and Pessanen sitting 2 and 3 right now. Rehu is 4th. No, sorry. Yep, Rehu is 4th. Millie Anderson right there in 5th. Oh, wow. That was a close call between Stenberg and Pessanen kind of coming in underneath him. Both somehow stay on the sleds. Right now it's Bacher still out front. Stenberg in 2nd. Pessanen in 3rd. Rehu in 4th. Anderson in 5th. Holm sitting 6th. And then you've got Sjogren, Lindgren, and Gunnarsson all 7, 8, 9 who have taken the super lane. We've got, we're just starting lap 3 here. Somebody just took the super lane. Might have been Bacher. Oh, Bacher's off the sled in the super lane. I don't know what happened, but he is off the sled and talking to the flagger. At least he looks like he's okay. See if we can see what happened. Wow. Just got kicked right up over the sled. Definitely glad he's okay. So that puts Stenberg out in front. Pessanen sitting 2nd. Anderson 3rd. Rehu 4th. Sjogren 5th. And we're coming. We've got 1 lap to go here. This time by. And our top 2 have not yet done the super lane. So here comes Stenberg down the super lane. And Pessinen. Stenberg will hold on to the lead. Pessinen still there in second. Millie Anderson back there in third. Schrogen in fourth. Gunnarsson in fifth. Rayhew in sixth. Lindgren in seventh. Holman eighth. Stenberg, quick look back. And it's going to be Stenberg picking up the semifinal number 2 win. Pessinen in second. Millie Anderson holds on for third. Gunnarsson takes fourth. Schrogen fifth. Raihu, Holm, Lindgren, and Bacher are done for the evening. Wow, that could have been disastrous for both Pessinen and Stenberg. Somehow they both held on to it. Glad to see Bacher get up and walk away from that off in the getting onto the super lane. And there's your winner, John Stenberg, the legend, with Pessinen right there in second. Bacher heading back to the pits here, and we're gonna do some grooming here. Here's your final 10 riders for the Pro Open final here. Got Emil Hansen, John Stenberg, Lena Stahlberg, Aki Pessinen, Emil Mikkelsen, Millie Anderson, Robert London, Alfred Gunnarsson, Anton Lindstrom, and Ole Herman Schrogen. Those are your 10 Pro Open final racers. Rayhu, Holm, Lindgren, and Bacher. Gonna have to try it again tomorrow. There's your final. There's your final lineup for the Pro Lights. Coming up next, Topi Rennie, Hugo Rennie, Emil Hurton, Jonathan Nilsson survived after the jump start. Thor David Rasmus, Elias Soki, Luka Tukkanen, Nemo Philander, Jerry Tykkanen, and Felix Anderson are your top 10 that will run the Pro Light final coming up here shortly. So we will be back in a few minutes.
ikinä.
So here we are. We've got the Pro Lite Final lining up. We've got Emil Hurton all the way on the inside. We've got the Rinnies, Topi, and Hugo. We've got Jonte Nilsson, the 101 on the Raised Racing Skidoo. Elias Soki on the 153. Thor David Rasmus on the 106. The Crane Hill Racing entry of Luka Tukkanen. Nemo Philander on the 169. Juro Tykkanen on the 227. And Felix Anderson all the way on the outside on number 37. And so this is going to be a 10-lap final. You've got to do the super lane. 15-second board is up. Got a flag here. No, Jonte Nilsson caught him this time. So he will go to the back row. Have to hold a big tether in his hand until the field takes off. Second board back up. Five seconds. And we're racing. Topi Rinnie with a rocket start from the inside, but his brother was coming up on the inside. Hugo. Oh boy, I don't know who that was. It looks like maybe Rasmus almost tripled and landed on Tykkanen. That was close. Philander taking the Joker lane right off the bat. Yeah, we've got the Rinnies. The two Rinnies and Tykkanen battling for the lead right now. With Thor David Rasmus right there in fourth. Four riders decided to take the super lane on the first lap. So we've got Topi Rinnie out in front, Tykkanen in second, Hugo Rinnie in third, Rasmus in fourth, Hurton in fifth. So it's Rinnie on the inside, it's Tykkanen on the outside. Tykkanen triples into the third turn there. With Hugo Rinnie right there in third. Philander has moved his way up to fourth position and has done the super lane. That's something to keep an eye on. That's if you can keep closing that gap. But it's still Tappi Rinne out in front. Teikkinen in second. Hugo Rinne in third. We're riding along with Hurton and Anderson right now in fifth and sixth. Anderson taking fifth from Hurton. But it's Rinne still out in front with about a 2-second lead over Teikkinen. Hugo Rinne sitting third. Kolander right there in fourth. Anderson in fifth. That's your top five right now as we start lap 4 of this Pro Lite Final. It's still Rinne out in front, but Teikkinen is not letting him get away. We got about a 1.5 gap between our top two guys. Looks like Kolander's making a move on Hugo for third right now as they come into frame. They are side by side. Still side by side in the back of the picture, but it looks like Kolander has taken third now. Hugo Rinne slipping back to fourth. Anderson still fifth. Rasmussen now has moved into sixth. Hurton in seventh. Tukin in eighth. Shoki ninth, and Nilsson in 10th. We're halfway through this Pro Lite Final. It's still Rinne out in front. Teikkinen now just over 2 seconds behind him. Kolander, though, still coming. Currently sitting in third. Teikkinen now taking the super lane. That should give second place to Kolander. It does. And it slides Tukkinen all the way back to sixth, maybe, but we got a yellow flag. Didn't catch who was down. But it's Tappi Rinne, Kolander, Hugo Rinne right now, top three as we start lap 7. But this battle right here on the screen is the battle for fifth between battle for fourth between Rasmussen and Anderson. And they've got Hugo Rinne right in front of them. Hugo has not taken the super lane yet. Still got a yellow flag on the front stretch. That looks like Tukkinen, the Crane Hill Racing entry. Still Tappi Rinne out front by about 2.8 seconds. That's not a big enough gap to keep the lead when he goes to take the super lane, that's for sure. You know the super lane is about 5 seconds, if not a little bit more. Tukkinen's sled is not moving. That is parked permanently on the face of the finish line jump. I don't know if that's a belt or a chain or what, but that isn't moving. We've got Hugo Rinne is now taken the super lane and slid back to the 6th position. Tappi still has yet to do it. And we've got a lap and 3/4 to go, and he has not taken it. Tappi's got one more chance to take it. Kolander's just under 4 seconds behind him. And then you've got Rasmussen in third, Anderson in fourth, Teikkinen in fifth. Tappi Rinne coming by to take the 1 to go sign. This is going to be really tight. They have moved that Crown Hill sled off the track. The yellow is gone. Tappi Rinne now taking the Joker lane. Can Kolander take the lead from him? He does briefly. Can he hold on to it? Kolander glances over his shoulder, sees him there. He's got the lead. There's a lapper in the outside lane. So that is gonna keep Rinne from being able to use it. He's gonna jump to the inside. It's not gonna be enough. It is gonna be Nino Kolander on that blue and white Skidoo picking up the Pro Lite Final win here in Finland. Tappi Rinne is gonna come home second. Rasmus makes his way up to third. Anderson fourth. Teikkinen fifth. And then we've got Hugo Rinne, Shoki, Hurton, Nilsson, and Tukkinen, your 10 Pro Lite drivers. Nice handshake between Anderson and Philander. This pump between, oh sorry, that was Anderson and Posty, and then Posty and Tykinen. So Nemo Philander is your Pro Lite final winner here this afternoon. Topi Rinne coming home second. And Thor David Rasmus third. The Rinne brothers coming over the line there together to start the race was pretty cool. It was a Philander taking the Joker lane the first lap. It turned out to be a great move. Gave him some clean air early on, and then he was able to keep closing the gap up and move up through the field, and it earned him the win. So congrats to Nemo, congrats to Topi Rinne and Thor David Rasmus. They are your Pro Lite podium this evening here in Finland for round 3 of Super League. We're going to do some quick grooming. Looks like we're towing off the Crane Hill entry, and then we will go racing with Pro Women's here in a couple of minutes. We've got the Pro Women Final here lined up. We've got grooming just about wrapped up here. We've got the Down sled from the Pro Lite Final off the track. And here's how they line up. We've got Wilma Janssen, number 21 on the inside. We've got Emma Lamelin on the number 121 Crane Hill Racing entry. Elise Johnson on the 68. Benoit Kosovari on the 171. Ida Roselle on the number 60 Team Southside Polaris. Number 31 of Tilda Parsons. The 7 of Tildy Carreras. The 497 of Victoria Lane, and Vivi Accio, the number 110, all the way outside. Let's see, who's it going to be? Benoit Kosovari with the whole shot. Tildy Carreras right there on the outside in second. Ida Roselle looks like she's moved into third. With maybe Lamelin. Yep, Lamelin on the inside of her, battling for the third position. Oh, and that is our points leader. What happened there? Ooh. Wilma just kind of got crossed up and ejected off of that Ski-Doo. And oh, and there is Vivi Accio down as well. We've got two riders down here early on. But right now, it is Kosovari in the lead. It's Tildy Carrera sitting in second, Emma Lamelin in third, Elise Johnson in fourth, and Southside Polaris is Ida Roselle in fifth right now. And we are only three laps into this. Wow. So we got Tilda Carreras, the number 7, taking the Super lane, sorry. See where she comes out. Looks like she's going to be right in front of Ida Roselle. Wilma Janssen back on the sled in 8th position. Right now, though, it's Kosovari out in front, Lamelin in second, Elise Johnson in third, Carreras in fourth, and Roselle sitting fifth. Lamelin now taking the Joker lane. Like she's going to hold on to third place. Yep, she's going to lose the one spot. Here's our leader, Kosovari and Elise Johnson. Lamelin there in third. Kosovari still out front here as we come to start lap 5. Kosovari, Elise Johnson, Lamelin, Corralius, Roselle, our leader, now taking the Joker lane. That should put Elise Johnson into the lead, and Lamelin slots into second place. Corralius and Roselle still sitting 4th and 5th. Oh, Elise did take the Joker lane, so Elise now is slid back to 5th. Moves up Corralius and Roselle into 3 and 4. As we start lap 6, and we are halfway through this Pro Women's main event. It's Lamelin out front, Kosovari, Corralius. No, Roselle has now moved past Corralius to take third away. So, and all the ladies have done the Joker lane. So now you're gonna have to pass them on the track. Looks like Roselle has closed the gap on Kosovari for second. Got Corralius back there in 4th and Janssen in 5th. Roselle looking to make a move around the outside of Kosovari. And she's going to jump past her down the front stretch as we come to the finish line to start lap 7. It's Roselle into second. Kosovari back to third. Laumelin is still your leader, though, with about a 3.5 second gap over Roselle. And about 3.5 laps left to go. But Kosovari is fighting back on the inside with Roselle for the second position. As they come around the long sweeping turn into turn 4. Kosovari is still right there, but Roselle holds her off for the time being. And we've got 3 laps to go in this final. They've shaved about a half second off of Laumelin's lead. It was 3.5 seconds, now it's 3 seconds. Roselle going outside to inside. Seems to like that better. And then back to outside. It's tricky. So she's still holding on to second. But Kosovari is right there on the door handle. But just not enough to make a move yet. They've shaved about another second off of Laumelin's time. The lead is now down to 2.1 seconds between Laumelin and Roselle. Kosovari still in third, Corelius in fourth, Elise Janssen in fifth. The lead is now down to 1.7 seconds as we're coming to the 1 to go board. Wilma Janssen has made her way back up to fifth after that early off. And we've got 1 lap to go for the leaders, Laumelin, Roselle, and Kosovari. Laumelin gapped it back out a little bit to just over 2 seconds now. But it's Laumelin on the Crane Hill entry, sitting in first right now. Roselle second, Kosovari third, Corelius fourth. And it looks like Wilma Johnson closing in on Corelius right now for fourth. But it's going to be Emma Laumelin on the 124, picking up the win in the Pro Women's Final. Ida Roselle on the Southside Polaris coming home in second place. Kosovari in third, Corelius fourth, and Wilma Janssen rounding out the top 5. That is Emma Laumelin's first career Super League final win, and that is also Ida Roselle's first career Super League podium finish, so that's super exciting for both of them. So Crane Hill picks up the win, Southside in second, and then Benola Kosovari rebounds from the tough time she had in Bowdoin to finish third and get on the podium. Congrats to Emma Laumelin. Look back at the start there. Wilma Johnson taking the super lane the first lap and then just catching a kicker wrong and having an ejector on the backstretch. But she did make it all the way back up to fifth after that, so way to put your head down and keep going. But it was Emma Laumelin taking the lead at about the halfway point and not looking back. Ida Roselle passing up through the field, come home in second, and Kosovari holding on for third. So there's your final race rundown. Emma Laumelin, Ida Roselle, Venna Kosovari, Tilde Carreras, Wilma Janssen, Elise Janssen, Victoria Lane, Thilda Parsons, and Vivi Akio. Those are your 9 pro women's this evening. There's an updated look at the pro women's standings after that final. Wilma Janssen still has a solid points lead over Tilde Carreras and Hilda Omen, currently tied for second with 70. Southside Polaris is Ida Roselle in fourth place with 64 points. Elise Janssen rounds out the top 5 with 62 points. Great ride for all three of them on to get on the podium. I believe, I don't have the notes here, but I believe that is also Venla Kosovari's first career Super League podium as well. Now we've got the Pro Open Final getting ready to go. We've got Aki Pessanen all the way on the inside. Emil Hansen, number 61. John Stenberg, the legend, on the 259. Lynx. The number 23 of Linus Dahlberg. There's Stenberg and Dahlberg. Awfully friendly. We've got the 119 of Emil Mikkelsen on his Ski-Doo from Norway. The number 77 of Robert London from Norway on his Ski-Doo. The number 370 of Millie Anderson on his Wahlberg's Ski-Doo. Number 327 of Alfred Gunnarsson on his Lynx. The number 67 of Anton Lindstrom. And all the way on the outside, number 137, the fighter Ole Herman Sjogren from Norway. Looking for a knockout. So there's your 10 riders for this 10-lap Pro Open Final. Just waiting for the groomer to finish up. Everybody's getting ready to go. A 10-lap final, 10 riders. We've whittled it down from 19. Everybody's got to do the super lane once. So your two semifinal winners are number 61 of Emil Hansen, who's the second from the inside, and then you had John Stenberg to his right, further towards the middle on his Lynx. Those are your two semifinal winners. And then Aki Pessanen all the way on the inside with the orange and blue. He finished runner-up. And then I believe Linus Dahlberg was the runner-up to Emil Hansen in the first semifinal. still just touching the track up here. Put on as good a show as possible here for the fans here and the fans at home. Just got a call from Ida, just making sure that she got second place. Said when she crossed the finish line, she didn't realize she was in second. So super excited for her. That's her first career Swedish. That's her first career podium in a points race. So super excited for her. Puts in a lot of time, a lot of effort. Just drove over 6,800 miles to Turkey and then from Turkey to here. So I don't know what the equivalent to jet lag is, but we have some of it from all the driving. But so super proud and excited to see her get on the podium and finish second today. Very well deserved and well earned. But we've got one more final still to go today, and that is our Pro Open Final. There's a good look of the sweeping turns of 3 and 4 and the starting line. A couple of big rigs here. We got the Crane Hill entry to the right there, the flat nose truck. You've got Kauhajoki and Loco across the way on the other side of the starting line. You've got Emil Hansen's Gentleman Racing black bus there. You've got the Bacher pit with the black Scott tent, the Austrians. Nice view of the track. All the pros trying to stay loose, stay fresh here while they're getting the track ready for them. Hansen, Stenberg, Allberg, a lot of birds. Plenty of heavy equipment here. We've got 3 groomers running. We've got a spare groomer. We've got tillers. We've got drags. Everything possible to make sure this track is as good and as safe as it can be for everybody here. Riders most of them are walking back to their sleds here. Hopefully we can get this final underway. Got Emil Hansen there. Getting the word to fire him up. And the pipe warmers here, getting ready to go. Ten laps to decide the final for the Pro Open boys tonight. Flag is up, 15-second board is on. Seconds. Oh, Dahlberg. Oh. He's pissed. No doubt about it. That is a bummer. But he's quick enough. He can definitely, depending on who takes how many take the Joker lane first thing, he takes that. Gets himself into some clean air, puts in some good laps. He can make his way through this field. He's definitely quick enough to do that. We're going to try this again. 15-second board is up. 5 seconds. Lights out. Here we go. Looks like Hansen with a good start on the inside. Wow. Lindstrom got sideways, but it's Hansen with the lead. Oh, but we got riders off in the turn. That is Stenberg and Hansen stuck together. That is going to be... A-arm is stuck inside the handlebars there, it looks like. We've got Millie Anderson out in front of this thing right now, leading us around for the first lap. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, Stenberg just jumped and clipped the back of the tunnel of Hansen. And then the sled flopped down in front of Stenberg, and that was it for both of them. Wow. Glad they're both okay, though. We've got Millie Anderson out front. We've got Neil Nicholson sitting second right now. We've got Lindstrom third, London fourth, Dahlberg up to fifth right now. And we're only 2 laps into this thing. So there's Stenberg. He's a lap down for sure. Yellow flag still out. Still trying to get Hansen sled off the track. I'm sure the bars are bent on that thing. But it's Anderson out in front, Nicholson second. Lundstrom and London now 3 and 4. Both have taken the super lane. Dahlberg now has moved into 3rd place, but has not taken the super lane yet. So he needs to put in some good clean laps, try to open up that gap over Gunnarsson and Lindstrom. Here comes Millie now to take the super lane, our current leader. So that's going to put Nicholson up front. Dahlberg will still be in 3rd. Gunnarsson 4th, Lindstrom 5th. Pessinen back in 6th. Wow, what a turn of events here. We're 4 laps in, coming on to start lap 5 here with Nicholson out in front. There's Dahlberg. He's got Gunnarsson right behind him. Stenberg's there, lap down. Boy, Ray Dahlberg has it right now. Oh, Dahlberg's taking the Joker lane now. He's going to get put behind that whole pack of riders behind him. That's going to be a tough one now. They definitely would have waited and hoped for something else to happen. That's a lot of traffic now. He's went from 2nd place down to 7th. And there's a lapper in there. That's not the right decision. But we've got Nicholson still out in front, who has not taken the Joker lane. Millie Anderson in 2nd, Gunnarsson in 3rd, Lindstrom in 4th, Pessinen in 5th, London in 6th. And we've got just over 4 laps to go right now, as Nicholson continues to lead on that number 119 Skidoo from Norway. You see Millie Anderson just in the back of the frame. Here comes Nicholson down the super lane. 3.5 seconds over Millie Anderson. Anderson should take and does take the lead back from Nicholson. But Nicholson retains 2nd place. Gunnarsson stays in 3rd. And we've got just over 3 laps left in this. Lindstrom 2nd and 3/4 behind Gunnarsson for the final podium spot. Pessinen right there too. Here's your battle for 3, 4, and 5. And even 6, there's London right there as well. as we start lap 8. Pessinen trying to get to the inside of Lindstrom, just couldn't do it there going into turn 1. Definitely looks icy coming out of turn 2. Pessinen, it's a little squirrely, holds on to it. Anderson still out front by 2.5 seconds. As we start lap 9. We got a yellow flag though. Sjogren's going slow on the outside there. Couldn't see if there was somebody else involved. It's still Anderson out front though. Nicholson in second, Gunnarsson in third. And now there's a lapper between first and second. Here comes Millie, coming to the 1-to-go board. There's now 3.5 seconds over Nicholson. Gunnarsson solidly in third, Lindstrom in fourth, Pessinen still there in fifth. London has fallen away, but still sixth. And then Dahlberg in seventh. Here comes Millie Anderson around the last turn. Headed to the checkered flag, and it's going to be Millie Anderson picking up the Pro Open Final win here tonight. Neil Nicholson will finish second, and Alfred Gunnarsson a hard-fought third place. Lindstrom and Pessinen will round out your top 5, but there is your race winner and runner-up, Millie Anderson and Emil Nicholson. Wow. There's your Pro Open race winner tonight, Millie Anderson, number 370. And the Wahlberg Skidoo. Take a look back here at the start. Great start by Emil Hansen. Jumps out to a quick lead. Millie sitting there in second. Stenberg on the inside in third. And then Stenberg just clips the back of the tunnel of Emil Hansen and tags and then just locks them both together. And that opened the door up for Anderson to get the lead and get away, and Nicholson tried to keep him in check, but just could never really challenge for the lead. But still great finishes for Anderson, Nicholson, and Gunnarsson. Your Pro Open podium this afternoon here in Finland at round 3 of the Super League. There's your points from today. Millie Anderson with 40, Nicholson 30, Gunnarsson 28. These are your top 3 points earners. And here's your season points. Emil Nicholson is now the new points leader. Robert London is now in second place. Elias Bacher still sits third after missing the main. John Stenberg is fourth. Aki Pessinen in fifth. Millie Anderson sixth after the win. Emil Hansen in seventh. Gunnarsson in eighth. Yeah, that was a great day of racing. Great day of racing. So we will be back at it tomorrow with another full day of pro racing, starting in the morning. If you're sleeping while we're doing it, you're welcome to watch it later on. But pros will race in the morning tomorrow, and only the pros will race tomorrow, so that everybody can make it. Everybody going back to Sweden and Norway can leave early enough to make the ferry. Yes, most of us had to take a ferry to get here. Ida and I took a ferry from Estonia to Finland, coming from Turkey, but but we will take one to go from Finland back over to Sweden along with a bunch of others after racing's done tomorrow. So I'm sure in a few minutes we'll head down to the podium to see the top 3 from the three pro classes. So stay tuned for that, and then we will see you tomorrow.
Siidu 2025 ennakkomyynti nyt vauhdissa. Uudet upeat mallit nähtävissä loukolla 8., 9. ja 10.3. Tervetuloa ennakkokaupoille. Uusi upea Siidu 2024 mallisto on julkaistu. Tarttu heti tilaisuuteen. Ennakkotilaa 24 Siidu nyt ja nappaa itsellesi yksi ylimääräinen vuosi takuuta. Älä odota, toimi nyt ja varmista huippu-uutuuslaitteiden saatavuus kevääksi. Ota yhteyttä loukko.com.
Mad Grog Juiced Energy. Helmeileviä makuja, kuten tutuissa virvoitusjuomissa. Maista ja ihastu